In today's episode, we will repot my philodendron billitiae and my beautiful marantha lemon lime as a part of prepare to winter, because here in Spain we have a lot of humidity in winter, about 70, 80, 90%, but we have quite cold weather here, and while we have 90% of humidity, we might have 17 or 15 degrees per Celsius, and it's quite cold for aroids, for tropical plants that prefer humidity but a lot of heat during the year. And some of my plants that I purchased about a month ago still in the same pots and the same mix that I purchased it for Billy. It's, I think, some kind of cocoa, not coir, cocoa fiber maybe. If you see, there is not chunks but some hairy structure in it. By the way, quite healthy roots, beautiful, white, oh, crazy. And for my marantha, try to, and for my marantha, there is cocopeat. For this moment, all these mixtures working well. Plants are growing. Marantha grows for me for this month couple sets of leaves, and now working on the third sets of leaves. You see cute little tubes are emerging, and that is great. It's great, healthy plants. But a couple days ago there was a huge rain here. It was humidity over 90%, and it was quite cold weather. And here in my philodendron billy, in this pot, emerged some kind of mushrooms. And I think that the weather tends to be colder and colder with every single week, and it's time to prepare to winter. For this month, this type of media, some cocoa fiber, cocoa coir, worked well, but I think in winter, these plants will not capable to suck all the water in a couple of days as they do now. I think these plants are so healthy all because of I can provide them some kind of rhythm between wet and dryness. And because of this rhythm, because of great lighting in this room, they are thriving. But in winter, I can't provide them as good lighting as I provide them now. In winter, there will be much more humidity. In winter, there will be less temperature, and I think that I should switch this kind of media for more chunky one, with lots of chunky pieces, like here, for example. I purchased a lot of cocoa chips. The great thing of these cocoa chips is they can suck a lot of moisture. They can hold a lot of moisture. But when they are in the pot, they can hold extra moisture that can make like sogginess that don't like healthy roots. Roots of aroids sometimes want to dry a little bit, they want to breathe, they want a lot of air, they don't like soggy, wet media, and a lot of cocoa chunks in media provide them some air pockets, some air, and hold extra moist that can cause root rot. I think I can use some media that I already have in these pots. I don't see if it's not good enough. I think it's good enough. It smells fine. And I mix my cocoa chunks with some kind of cocoa fiber, and I will mix all this stuff, and it will be a great solution for winter for my plants. Okay, let's start. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Elena. I'm plant enthusiast from Spain, and English is not my native language. In fact, I don't speak English often because I don't have people to talk with, and this channel is my attempt to push my language level a little bit and speak with somebody who share with me this cool hobby, plants. I purchased from Temu these quite heavy bricks of cocoa chips. It pressed, and I think when it contact with moisture, it will increase the volume. So let's try to what a huge mess I've done here. I have here some water and a little bit of liquid fertilizer. Okay, I will give them a little bit of time to soak all the water. And by now I have some cocoa chunks that I already watered a couple days ago. Some of them are a little bit chunkier than I want to. But it's not big deal. Let's start with my philodendron billitiae. Look how thick, how leisurely these leaves are. Beautiful, beautiful plant. And one more time, roots. I will try to release the roots as careful as it's possible. A real root that became a real root. I don't know how to release all these roots. They become one solid piece with media. I watered this plant a couple days ago. Not a couple days ago. I watered this plant 4 days ago, before great rain. After that, I noticed some mushrooms in the soil. There is a little bit of moist here. In other days, this billy drinks all the water in a couple of days, and it stands very dry in a couple of days. But today we have high humidity after these 2 days of raining yet. I think the next week will be drier a little bit, like the last week of never-ending summer here in Spain. And then it will be more cold, more humid, more winter here. So what do I see? I see a little pieces of pine bark and some kind of cocoa fiber, maybe. Great media for the summer. It dries very fast, it drains fast, but only for environments that not such humid as now here. For 50–60% of humidity, this type of mix works very well. Oh, look, these roots return to the surface. I think I can't release all these roots without damaging them. It sucks. It sucks. I think at this stage it's not necessary to release all the roots. I see that they are quite healthy. There are a lot of secondary roots here. Look at this root ball. Okay, I see now that this meadow was very old. Maybe this plant has grown in it since its childhood, since it was little tiny teeny piece of green. Okay. Big root ball. Healthy, full roots here. And I prepared this big pot for it. I think great size. So, what do I do next? I think I add these chunks of cocoa. There is some cocoa peat here, a little bit. I saw a lot of Asian people that grows their arrowheads only in cocoa chips, and they grow very well. They like this kind of airiness that cocoa chips provides to the roots. And I will add a little bit here, a little bit there. A little bit of media that was here all this time. A little bit new chips. They increased the volume and there is no such amount of space in my pot. I try to fill all the gaps under the root base. I feel that there is a lot of empty space here, and it's not very good for roots. I want that as many roots as possible to touch media and to feel the moist that it can hold a little bit of old media. Sorry. It holds pretty good here. Look, I try to fill all this pot with new media so new aerial roots can be moist, can be under the surface of the media and to convert to the real roots. And look, it definitely less funky as it was a month ago when I purchased it. I have a big video with unpacking these plants, and there my billy was so squeezed, so strange form, and now okay, I'm done with it. The next one, my marantha lemon lime. Now she is in some kind of cocoa peat, a real moisture retentive mix. Cocoa peat with maybe a little bit of such kind of, I don't know, cocoa fiber or something like this. But this plant likes to be more wet than another aroids, than philodendrons, than monsteras. So I will try to keep media for this marantha more water retentive. And by the way, quite a good healthy root system. I heard that this type of plant more sensitive to disturbing its root system, so I remove some kind of media that is removable, and I will try not mess with its roots too much. Maybe I will loosen the root ball a little bit, and that is all. In the great scheme of things, I want only to be this media more chunky, more airy. That's my plant will be prepared to winter season way more better than now. But these roots are very thin, and I think they don't want to be in such chunky mix as philodendrons likes, because these roots can dry so fast, and they should be wet all the time to be this healthy. Okay. A little bit here, a little bit there. And I think that is all for now. I just will add a little bit of cocoa chunks into existing soil, and I will let to do its thing. I like this pot way more than this. It's too thin for me. A little bit better. Maybe a little bit deeper than this. Oh, it is way more airy than it was. And as you see, it is very simple repotting. I try to fill all the gaps that I already done with my I want roots to touch as more media as possible. I deleted some media from them, so I should fill all the gaps that I made. I think that's all for now. It will be in the same pot, but in a different media. Oh my gosh, how I like this type of pattern in this plant. So gorgeous. And for now, this is way more easier than everybody is telling about maranthas, about marantha family, that they are divas, they don't like water, they don't like everything. As the final touch, I want to add some slow release fertilizer in these two pots. A little bit. Just a little bit of sprinkling. Okay. That's all. And that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please consider to subscribe to my channel, thumbs up, and you all know what to do. In this way, I prepare almost all my plants to winter. I transfer my philodendron Hasebona to a new substrate with more chunks of cocoa, and look at the latest two leaves in this plant. It grows very well. I transfer to more chunky mix almost all my struggling plants, almost all my new little ones, new babies, because they have a little tiny thin root system. Yet they are babies now, and more chunky mix will help them to prevent root rot in the more cold season that I hope will be shorter than last year. And I hope it will help them to grow the next 2 months in the end of the growing season way more better than this. This plant with me almost month. It gave me one new leaf. It grows, but it grows very slow, especially with comparison to this one. This beast grows one, two, there is some new tubes, 3 sets of leaves, since it here in my apartment grows like crazy. And it all because of amount of green leaves that can photosynthesize. Then it will have more leaves, 2 additional leaves or 3. It will increase the speed of growing, and I hope it will be soon enough to see in this growing season, because in winter they can only survive here. I wish I will show you updates to my whole collection. It grows very well since you last saw it in my plant tour video. I have way more different kind of interesting plants that you already saw there. I'm waiting to share with you all my updates in the next video. And for now, see you. Bye bye.